Hi everyone, welcome back to my lab and my very first monthly makeup basket or Shop My Stash series. Today I'm going to be doing my monthly makeup basket for February. Please let me know what you think of the shooting angle and the lighting, if that's okay, or if you have any recommendations on how I can make my video a little bit better. If you're interested in seeing how I store my entire makeup collection, then I will link my makeup collection and storage video up in the card so you can check that out. If you're new to my channel, I'm Yori and I do upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, and I would love to have you in my YouTube family. So now without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started. So this is going to be a pretty busy month with regard to dance performances, so a lot of my makeup is going to be focused on wearability and also foundation wise with coverage. I'm going to include two primers. This is the YSL Touche Eclat Blur Primer, and this one is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Luminizing Primer. I got this in a BoxyCharm. I'm going to add three foundations to my collection. The first is going to be the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation because I do prefer a doer finish, being a dry skin type. The next foundation I'm going to include is going to be the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation. This is my favorite foundation as far as color match, and the coverage is also about as heavy as I like. This Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation is probably the most full coverage foundation that I own, and so I also want to put this aside for stage makeup. For my brows, I'm going to be using this IT Cosmetics Brow Power Brow Pencil. I got this in a BoxyCharm, and to be perfectly honest, I'm not that fond of it, but I'm about to get my eyebrows freshly done, and so I think that this might be a good time to get some use out of it. One of the reasons why I do not enjoy that product is because I have trouble doing the tail of my brows, and so I'm going to include the Anastasia brow powder as well so that I can use this on my tails of my brows. This is my Sephora collection brow pencil. This is how I clean up my brows, and as you can see, I have used this to death. For my brow gel, I'm going to be using this one from Hourglass. I received this in an Influenster box, and it is called the Arch Fiber Gel. So far I like it okay, but I prefer something to hold my brows a little bit more, but I'm going to try it out a little bit more and see how it goes. For my setting powder, I'm going to be using this one by Kat Von D. This is the Lock-It setting powder in the shade Translucent. I've used this before, but I found that it kind of puts a little bit of a shimmer to my skin, so I want to try it again, but I also want a backup just in case that one doesn't work out so well. And my backup is going to be my Too Faced Primed and Poreless powder. I absolutely love this powder. You can tell by how much pan I have in it, but I definitely trust this one, and so in case the Kat Von D one doesn't work out, I want to have this one handy. In the event I need a little bit more coverage, I'm going to add this Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder. This one is supposed to be for normal to oily skin. I'm not sure why I bought this, but I think given the events of the month, this might be handy to have in my everyday makeup basket. For contour, I'm going to add this Wet n Wild Mega Glow contouring palette. I really like both the powder as well as the contour shade in this particular palette. It's in the shade Dulce de Leche. And for cream contour, I'm going to add some of these matchsticks by Fenty Beauty. I do enjoy these quite a lot for cream contour as well, and I have it in the shade Medium. Here I have four mascara products. I have my lash primer, which I absolutely love using, Benefit Roller Lash Mascara, MAC Extended Play Giga Black Mascara, which I use on my lower lash line, and then I have the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. I want to add a couple of lip liners. This is MAC Stone, one of my go-tos when wearing cooler lip shades. This is a NYX one in red, one from Marc Jacobs Beauty, and one from Wet n Wild that's more pink. The Marc Jacobs one is more nude. I'm going to add a couple of eyeliners as well. I have two from Marc Jacobs, one is black, one is brown, and then I have this one from ColourPop in a nude shade. I don't really enjoy these ColourPop ones, but I'm trying to give them a shot. I sort of removed a little bit of the tip and sharpened it to see if I can get a little bit more color payoff from those. For my concealers, I'm going to be using two by Urban Decay. I have the All Nighter as well as my Holy Grail Naked Skin Concealer. I will use those as an eyeshadow base if I need to cancel out any lines, but other than that, I can use this Milani eyeshadow primer. I've seen this palette pop up in a lot of people's favorites, and so I definitely want to try it out again. I remember I had it in my collection, and so I want to give it another try. So I have this one by Stila. I also have two highlighters from Ofra. This one is in the shade Rodeo Drive, and this one is in the shade Beverly Hills. I'm going to be trying out some new blushes this month, but I wanted some options outside of those, and so I'm going to add this Morphe blush palette. This one is in the shade 9B, and I bought it off of xoxo. These are a little bit harder for me to show you on camera, but these are the Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush palette. You recently saw me do a collaboration video with these palettes, and I used citrus on my face in the video, but I definitely want to try that some more this month, as well as the Daria. I also want to have sort of a basic neutral eyeshadow palette to complete any looks I might have, so I'm going to use the NARS palette. I saw this pop up on a lot of people's favorites videos as well, and I enjoyed it when I reviewed it on my channel, so I definitely want to get more use out of that one. I know I'm going to be on stage quite a bit this month, and I thought the Pat McGrath Decadence eyeshadow palette would be perfect for those special looks, and so I'm going to add this to my everyday makeup basket. I also want to add some lip products. These are by Fenty Beauty, some of their new Mademoiselle lipsticks, and I have the shade Griselda and Freckle Fiesta. I also have this lip balm in beautiful, beautiful packaging. This is the Pat McGrath Lip Fetish Lip Balm. I also have these L'Oreal lipsticks from the Balmain collaboration. I have the shade Fever, Glamazon, and Confession. So I'm going to add these. For a more comfortable everyday kind of lip product, I'm going to add this one by YSL. It's one of my favorites. As part of my monthly makeup basket, I did want to try out new scents and fragrances, as I always get a lot of samples. So I have a lot of perfume samples in this little container, and so I'm just going to select a couple to try out for the month. The first one is this one, Acqua di Parma. Hopefully that's a female's perfume. And second, we will try this one, it is Chloe. Alright, so that's everything for this month's monthly makeup basket. Let me know what you thought of the products that I'm using, if some of these are some of your favorites, and hopefully I didn't forget anything, but if I did, I can just definitely add it as I go along. Let me know what you thought about the format of the video. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon on my next video. Bye-bye!